Hello everyone, Machi here, we're back with another episode of In-Depth Look, and today we're gonna look at two characters from Final Fantasy IX, Freya and Kuja. Freya just recently got her EX+, so we definitely wanna talk about her, and Kuja, well, definitely he didn't get his EX+ recently, but you guys know that I love FF9, and we never talked about him, so it is a good time to do a nice Final Fantasy IX themed run. We're gonna use Steiner, exactly, for finishing up our composition here. Shiva as a summon, we're gonna use a Leo friend on the first wave, and let's go! We're gonna talk about what Freya and Kuja do, what they cannot do, and my thoughts on them. Alright, so we can start by talking about Freya. Freya is a hybrid character. She's a ranged attacker, but also a support and a healer. You know that usually hybrid characters, at least for me, means that they shine more when paired up with someone else that can complete them with more damage or more support abilities. Usually that's when they shine the most. Not exactly at our case right here, because yes, we have Steiner, which is a nice max brave aura, but definitely maybe someone like Waka, for example, pairs very well with Freya, just to give you an example. But you can definitely get a lot creative with those type of characters. Anyway, Freya, what does she do? Well, let's start with Race's Wind. Grants party bravery based on own max brave, which is 50% of your own max brave, which is pretty nice. Especially in summon, it's a big battery, very useful. 6 uses, so you cannot spam this thing every time. For 6 turns, you gain the Race's Wind buff, and you also trigger a 2 ranged bravery attack plus HP attack, and bravery becomes jump while Race's Wind buff is active. So let's check it out. Race's Wind raises the max brave by a lot, and restores the party's HP, doesn't stack. So it's a little bit of healing here. It's not a very strong healing over time by itself. The max brave part is pretty big though. Without it, Freya loses a lot of max brave. So always want to keep that one up. Dragon Breath is a 5-hit group range bravery attack plus single target HP attack, more damage to single target, 150% overflow, 50% HP damage to non-targets. For 8 turns, you gain 2 levels of Dragon Crest, with the max being 5 stacks. You gain 1 more additional level of Dragon Crest when inflicting a break or attacking a target that is broken. Your HP attack becomes high jump while Dragon Crest is active. So you can pretty much immediately see that she is all about AoE really, because she has splash damage here on her. Like, let's say that her main damaging ability is an AoE move. So let's use it, because we want that Dragon Crest. Alright. Kuja, we're gonna talk more about you later. For now, we're gonna do some stuff. Steiner, you swap out for now. Okay. So, we got 3 stacks of Dragon Crest right now because we broke the target. Dragon Crest is straight up a buff, attack and speed. So you want to keep this one up as well, of course. It's based on the number of stacks. So you cannot gain 5 stacks right away, you need at least 2 uses of Dragon Breath. So you immediately see that both of our main buffs are tied to our abilities. So this is something to absolutely keep in mind. Our ability usage is not, super high, and we also need to use our abilities to refresh our buffs. So you definitely cannot spam abilities all the time with Freya. You have to rely on high jump and jump. Jump is a party-wide battery based on attack, which is pretty good, and a 2-hit range bravery attack, while high jump is a 2-hit range bravery attack plus HP attack, and grants party bravery based on HP damage dealt. The conversion is not super amazing, like it's a little bit of like it's decent if you are at like full max brave and you use high jump, it's pretty good. More importantly, Freya herself gains the bravery back, so it's good for defensive purposes too. So let's use that actually. Alright. Okay. Let's use a shock here, we need to do some AoE. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about Kuja more a little bit later. Okay. Now we're still charging up our EX and we want 5 stack on Dragon Crest, so let's gain that and let's do some AoE moves. Nice. Okay, let's see what they do. Okay. I'm gonna do another Dragon Breath, because I just want to break them AoE. Let Kuja do his thing. Alright, Cherry Blossom. Grants party bravery based on own max brave. It's a decent battery overall when you use it. 6 hit, group range bravery attack plus group HP attack delivered 2 times. But it's not like a fully AoE move. The bravery hits are not AoE, they are distributed based on the number of enemies. So it alternates the bravery hits, so absolutely keep that in mind. Stolen bravery may exceed max brave up to 200%. Proportionate HP damage to each target. For 6 turns you gain Soothing Petals, so another frame buff. And most importantly, enemy attacks will not reduce the party HP below 1, while individual HP is at least 50% of max, while Soothing Petal is active. So what this translates to is basically an AoE last stand buff. As long as you have Soothing Petals up, your whole party is immune to death pretty much, as long as you have 50% HP or more. Now, to be precise, you can still die, but single target HP attacks will not kill you. So unless the boss bypasses this mechanic or does multiple HP hits or something different from a normal HP attack, then you can still die. But a single target fatal HP hit will not kill you. You will remain at 1 HP, and then you will go back up fairly quickly, because Soothing Petals not only raises party attack and gives a nice party-wide overflow too, which is very cool. Restores a certain amount of party's HP as well. So now you have 2 buffs that gives HP back. So we said that Race's Wind by itself wasn't really all that great as a healing tool. With Soothing Petals, your HP regen is pretty nice, very nice actually. So you will heal back up very quickly if you take a big HP blow there. So let's use it. Alright. Steiner, welcome back to the team. Okay. We got to kill this guy. Before he summons his friends back. Alright. And now we will talk about Kuja too. So, Now, as you can see, we lost Razor's Wind with Freya here. We need to refresh that one. And yeah, she has basically 3 frame buff. So one thing that you can immediately see is that while she does all of these things, the healing, the party-wide buffs and auras, she has pretty good overall party-wide buffs and auras. You don't actually take a slot, one single buff slot from your friends here, from your party, which is very, very useful in my opinion. Now, on the other hand, you have 3 frame buff on herself, so she doesn't have herself a lot of buff room, let's put it that way, for herself, but I think it's a very, very useful thing. Now let's use Razor's Wind and refresh our buff. Okay, Kuja. Kuja is pretty straightforward. He's a magic attacker. He's focusing on, most importantly, he focuses a lot on AoE attacks, magic attacks. So, Ringoli. We have 2 versions of our skill, one normal and one plus. This is because Kuja used to manage a buff called Soul Cleave that you would apply and dispel for upgraded abilities or not. That mechanic is kind of no longer in the game really. Now you just have a buff called Soul Cleave and you basically maintain it. But once we have 4 stacks of this buff, we have the plus version of your skills, which is what you're gonna use. So let's read them. 6-hit group Holy Magic Bravery Attack plus single target HP attack. Like the Freya EX, the bravery attacks here are not AoE, but they are alternating between the enemies. 180% overflow is pretty high on this skill. It definitely, Kuja wants all the attack that he can get, definitely helps him a lot. Since everything that he does is multi-target and AoE, you want to hit hard with your skill. This skill being Holy means that definitely benefits a lot from having Enchant, Holy Impery on the enemy, and then you can definitely reach that 180% overflow, which is really high, let's say for a basic skill pretty much. So this thing can hit hard in the right circumstances. Ultima, it's what Kuja was most well known for. It's a 9-hit group magic bravery attack plus group HP attack, basically delivered 2 times. Moderately increased bravery damage when attacking a single target. Stolen bravery might exceed max brave up to 150%. Proportionate HP damage to each target. A little bit of max brave and magic attack up to yourself, so 2 more buffs. And high turn rate. And another thing that this thing does, even though it's not written, is that it's a skill that increases the chase units of the enemies. So basically, once you use Ultima Plus, it's more likely that you will see a launch on the enemy, which is pretty neat. So, as you can see, it's also high turn rate, so we jump up in turns. Do we want to use it right away? Well, it depends. As you can see, our skills with Kuja are pretty limited. Is definitely benefits a lot from having batteries and stuff like that. It definitely requires relying on HP plus a little bit, which is just a 2-hit magic bravery attack plus HP attack. Grants 2 levels of Soul Cleave, which we're gonna check right now what it is. So yeah, you need to be careful with your skills. Ultima, it's a very good skill, can hit very hard, but you cannot spam it, and you need to be in a position where you make Ultima hit very hard. For example, like we said, with enchants, with Impery on the enemy, maybe in a summon, stuff like that. So for now, let's just do an HP++. Alright, Steiner, you are targeted. Let's just do an HP+ here too. And Freya, let's use the jump, so we check that one too, for the battery of the party. Okay. So, Now, Soul Cleave, like we said, we have 4 stacks. Restores bravery and raises max brave based on the number of stacks. Like we said, it's no longer really a buff that you need to manage. It will most likely always be at 4 stacks unless you get dispelled or something like that. In that case, you need to build your stacks up back again to have the plus version of your skills and all of that. Now, Symphonic Force. 80 group magic bravery attack plus group HP attack or damage on single target, 150% overflow, total HP damage to each target, so 100% splash damage basically to everyone. 4 level of Soul Cleave right away. 5 turns, you gain the Darkness of Eternity. And most importantly, like we said, using Gringoli Plus or Ultima Plus does not cancel Soul Cleave as long as you have this buff, the Darkness of Eternity. So you will no longer care about losing that buff now. The Darkness of Eternity raises party's attack and speed. Doesn't stack with the same type of ability, of buff. So he does have a little bit of party-wide utility here in 40% attack and 40% speed to the party, which is pretty neat actually, pretty nice. You can definitely feel it, in my opinion, when you have that. All right, let's use it. All right, Steiner. Let's do that. Okay. Do we want to throw an Ultima in there? Why not? Let's use it. Okay. Pretty good stuff. Okay, let's use high jump with Freya just to gain a little bit of battery back. And Steiner, you stay safe. Alright. Okay. As you can see, we healed quite a lot here, passively. Like we said, Freya doesn't give HP regen buff to the other party members. It's just there. It's just on air. So basically passive HP regen to everyone else, which is very nice. Okay, Kuja, let's use another Ringoli. Cherry Blossom. Press Stalker with Steiner, let's use it. Okay, Symphonic Force. Kuja is pretty straightforward, as you can see. We still have to check the AA for both Kuja and Freya, and we will do that. Okay, we need to use another Dragon Breath, pretty much. Yeah, let's use it. Nice. Alright, Kuja. We probably want to stay a little bit more safe here. Alright, and we are immediately back up. Let's use another Race's Wind. So Kuja can just HP plus. Okay, and now we just play the fight out and see what we can do. Kuja. Another HP plus. Steiner use Spellblade. And Freya, you jump. We are not going very fast at all here, but just managing the fight. Okay. Let's use another ultimate. Okay. I cannot be debuffed. Oh, this guy could. Okay, good. Was in the range. Symphonic Force. And Freya, you can high jump. So we can stay safe. Okay. Pretty big hit. We have stock break. But we are doing a lot of AoE HP damage with this team overall. Even though we don't have a lot of battery really or bravery regen, which could be useful for Kuja definitely. We have some burst of bravery regen with Steiner, stock break, and Race's Wind, stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna throw another Spellblade in here. And I wanted to do this fight because I believe right now this is the only triple target chaos fight that we have in global. And I wanted to have as much AoE as possible. Okay, we only have 3 Ultima and 3 Ringoli, so we're kind of starting to get lowish on ability here. We need to be careful. But as you can see, the HP plus of Kuja is not like mega amazing or anything, so that's why he definitely likes having a lot of battery. But we can manage. We absolutely can manage. Alright. Steiner, you're getting attacked there. Let's use one more Spellblade. Let's use a Ringoli. We have Cherry Blossom, but I'm gonna high jump here. And Bravery attack. I wanna stay safe. Okay. We almost have Symphonic Force. Alright, let's check out the AA for Freya here. All HP heal advance. Slightly restores party's HP and increases the amount of party's stolen bravery for 3 turns. Very useful, actually, very useful. Not only it's another heal, it's a small heal, but it's another heal. Plus a little bit of overflow. Very nice. 3 uses as well. And yeah, with Cherry Blossom. Steiner, let's use your boost all too. And HP plus for now. While Kuja, your AA is Ability Recovery Attack Up. It's very useful because it's one more use on the Ringoli Ultima, or rather, you take back 1 use. And also more attack for 4 turns, so let's use it. And also, let's summon. These 3 knights here are weak to ice, so I want to do as much damage as possible here with Ultima and Symphonic Force. Exactly. Now, we could Dragon Breath, we could Race's Wind, what do we do? Let's Dragon Breath first. Let's see how much damage we can do. Okay, very nice. We have Stock Break, so that one is gonna be our battery. Boy Steiner. And now we can Ultima. As you can see, that's a lot of damage, and we can do another one because of the high turn rate. And now we could do another Dragon Breath. We could use Rice's Wind. Let's use Rice's Wind this time. All right, so we did a lot of damage there in that exchange. Now we still have 2 Ultimas and 3 Ringoldies. We have Cherry Blossom. Let's use another HP heal advance just to gain a little bit more overflow. The Kuja AA is only 1 use though, so you gain 1 use back and that's it. Here, let's stay safe with both Steiner and Kuja. With Kuja we have Symphonic Force, but no. Okay. Let's use Dragon Breath. And let's use one Spellblade here just to gain a little bit of party-wide battery back. I still have Symphonic Force to use. I don't want to get double HP attack though, because last time the one couldn't help us there, so let's try to stay safe. Okay, in that case, if he did HP attack us, we were above 50% HP and we would have been safe. Okay. Let's use... let's use Racer's Wind. Okay. Steiner. Let's throw another Stock Break in there. Let's use another HP heal. Cherry Blossom. I'm going super safe, by the way. I could spam much more. And actually, yeah, let's use one more Ultima. And then we can, yeah, we can Spellblade. Alright. We are at the end. Another Racer's Wind just for the battery. Last Ultima. We have a launch. Can we do double kill? Yes, we can. Alright, good boy Steiner. Alright. And this was our in-depth look at both of them. I hope you guys had a good overview of what both Kuja and Freya are all about. I don't necessarily think that this was the best composition for them, but I wanted to, you know, show a nice Final Fantasy IX themed run, which I always like to do. And yeah, as always, Feel free to subscribe, comment, let me know what you think of these two characters and what you think of the video. And yeah, definitely we'll do more in-depth videos in the future, depending on what units I get to as well. But yeah, more are coming, so thank you very much and see you guys soon.